Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Talking to clause 12, which are the transitional provisions, and this is the clause where the current Chief Commissioner is anointed the new Families Commissioner, and the deputy's role is looked after as well. And clearly, so here is a commission that is trying to reset itself up and re-examine its reform its governance arrangements. And we wonder on this side of the House, Mr. Chairman, why is it that the present roles are simply being rolled over, when we know that there's some idea that here is a new governance model, and the new governance model will make the Commission that much more effective. We don't think it will. We think that there is now no need to have a Families Commissioner. The way in which this bill changes the governance arrangement of this Commission, there is no need to have these transitional arrangements. There's no need now to have a Families Commissioner, because there's no role for the Families Commissioner. There's no role that's been defined. We were advised in the Select Committee that indeed the Crown Entities Act enabled these kinds of things to happen. Well, I don't think it does, Mr. Chairman. Now, these kinds of commissions, which are the like commissions are the Privacy Commission, the Human Rights Commission, the Children's Commission, the Families Commission, these are like commissions. And in each one of them, the public acceptance is that there is a person or persons who carry the preeminent roles: the Chief Human Rights Commissioner, the Race Relations Commissioner, etc., and indeed the Privacy Commissioner and the Children's Commissioner. It's embodied in a person, and that person is accountable to the public, goes to places, does things, and people know what that role and that person is trying to do. But here, the reforms here actually does away with any role for the Families Commissioner. But now the clause 12 actually gives that role back to the present Commissioner, whereas it would be more honest and more appropriate to actually start again. If there was a real commitment to this, to start again, to re-advertise the position, say very clearly what kind of people are required, because all that the Minister is trying to do here is to set up a traditional governance operational split. Because this government has been trying to do that elsewhere with the Human Rights Commission as well, getting rid of very, very useful and iconic roles like the Race Relations Commissioner and the Equal Employment Opportunities one. They did away with that. So this bill does away with particular role embodied in the Chief Families Commission at the moment and other Families Commissioners, brings in board members whose roles are simply governance. They don't need to know anything about families and provisions and research and advocacy, etc. They're simply going to sit there and accept the advice of I suppose the Minister, but there is also an advisory group that's set up here as well, and that advisory panel also is an experts advisory panel within the Commission. So fundamentally the Commission's governance structure is changed. The roles no longer make sense now, and yet these transitional provisions, Mr. Chairman, actually protects them. Why? I see no reason why they should be protected, see no reason why we need these transitional provisions. The government should have the conviction now to actually draw a line and start again and say, we are really morphing the Families Commission into something quite different. But in fact, it's not doing that. It's simply taking something that works very well and cynically is trying to change that. And now that the Parliamentary Commissioner, the Parliamentary Council is here, I wanted to acknowledge your work in helping the Select Committee at least take out the chunky bits, the clunky bits rather, of this legislation, particularly where we needed to ensure that at least there was some genuflection to the notion of independence. And I thank the Parliamentary Council for doing that and for at least bringing us a bill that may work somewhere. But certainly at the moment, these transitional provisions are not necessary because the very nature of the Commission is being destroyed, and the very nature of its governance arrangements are destroyed. And why? Because the President incumbent is protecting her role, and there's no need to do that. Thank you.
Sue Moroney.
Thank you, Mr Chair. Rise to take a call on part